Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Guess what? You can actually buy tokens, digital tokens, on a ledger of gold. You can actually buy 0.001 troy ounces, and you can buy it through the British Bank. They just launched this. I'm curious to see how this is going to affect gold prices, and I want to actually talk about some gold prices and some terms and different things that I get asked a lot of questions on, and we're going to get into this. All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Financial Prepper. Chris and Stacey. I'm Stacey. Chris is once again back in the shop working with his dad. Poor guy. That's all he seems to do lately. But I want to get into this, you guys. HSBC Holdings, which is one of the world's top bullion banks, you guys. They produce, I think it's like, I don't know, they process more than like 30 billion, I think, a day in precious metals. They're one of the world's top holders of precious metals, and they have come out and it's a distributed ledger technology, which is like blockchain, you guys. Here we go. And they're tokenizing the ownership of gold held in its London vault to help usher the digital age for the London gold market. All right, let's think about this for a second. So that means you're not going to physically hold it. It's going to be in a vault somewhere. You're going to own a portion probably of a gold bar. So the pros. In my head, when I was reading this article, I was like, all right, well, the pros are you don't have to worry about it being in your home. And you guys, we've talked about this before, where do you place it? Do you vault it? Where do you keep it? How do you store it? How do you transport it? If you travel right now and it's over a certain amount of precious metals, you have to report it. They pull you into a certain room if you're flying and all that kind of stuff. So if you had it on a ledger and you went to another country, I assume you could just use your token for the gold. You would have gold. I don't know. I'm curious to see how this works out. This has been tried before by Pax, I think it's called Pax Gold, and a couple other ones, Kitco, and I forget, different other places have tried this. But this is one of the largest bullion dealers, precious metals holder, and now they have actually launched the ownership of gold through a token. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about that, and we'll see how that affects them gold prices and all that kind of stuff. All right, I want to get into, you guys, right now some precious metals questions. And I think I'm going to do a video later on of questions that you guys ask. So if you have questions and I don't answer them today, put them in the comments, and I'm going to probably do another video of where maybe this will help you. Sometimes I tell Chris, I said, we do this every single day, and I forget that, just like, for example, if I was to go out and start welding with Chris, I don't have a clue, and I tell Chris, I'm like, you got to break it down simple for me. So I want to start out with some really simple, just basic 101 precious metals questions that I get. And if you guys want to ask me questions, please let me know. First off, premium versus spot. This is something kind of hard to wrap your head around at first, and you have to really stop and think about it. And so I tell everybody it's like stock trading. Every company that you're going to purchase from has gone to the COMEX and bought a future contract. Just like if you went to the stock, this is a really poor analogy. I know probably most gold and silver people would be like, what the heck, Stacey? But this is the best way I've been able to break it down really simple. If you were to buy a stock of Google, and then I came behind you and I bought a stock of Google, it's going to be a little bit different. So each company that you go to, that spot price is going to be a few cents off every single company. It's the best analogy that I can kind of come up with. And spot is that raw piece of silver that comes out of the ground. So whenever you're looking at my price sheet, which I would love to send you guys, I send one out weekly for a premium, we'll get into that in a minute, but spot is going to be the same for every piece of silver and every piece of gold across the table, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're looking at a Morgan, a Buffalo, an Eagle. Silver is silver, and that spot is going to be the same. So when you look at that spot, that's the raw piece of silver. Now, you've got the premium. The premium is, think of it as an overhead cost. Every person that touches that piece of silver, after it comes out of the ground and it gets all the way to your door, well, that is the premium. So it's kind of a good way to look at it. And the premium changes. It changes by availability. name, and this is a really poor analogy also, but it's kind of like a pair of jeans. A pair of jeans is a pair of jeans, but sometimes you pay to what's available and a name brand. Now, the only thing that's actually really different are the Eagles. In the United States, Eagles are considered legal tender because the silver has a $1 value, the gold has a $50 value printed on it. Now, you're not going to sell your Eagles silver for $1 or your gold for $50 based on current fiat currencies, but it's considered legal tender because of that. So therefore, based on the laws as of today, it cannot be confiscated. Now, I tell people all the time, can that change? I don't know. But that is spot versus premium. So I hope that helps maybe just a little bit. And then I want to explain also, on my price list a lot of times, it'll say over spot and it'll say over melt. And that's very confusing to people. And I get it. I wish they wouldn't do it, but that's what they do. Because anything under an ounce, it says over melt. Because if you melt it down, it should be 1/4 of an ounce, 1/10 of an ounce, a gram, or whatever. But you're still going to pay, you're going to take that ounce. Just say, for example, you just did 1/10 of an ounce. You're going to take that ounce, times that times 0.10, because it's 1/10, and then you're going to add that premium that's on my list right here. I would be happy to send you guys this, happy to go over it with you, and I look forward to answering more questions because I learn all the time, and I want to help you guys learn so that you'll know exactly what you're purchasing, what you're buying, you're comfortable with it. And I say all the time, if you're unsure, don't purchase. Just learn, ask me questions, and I'll do my best to help in any way I can. But anyway, you guys, today, gold and silver has actually gone down just a little bit, so we'll see what happens. But I was curious to see what you guys thought about the token on the gold. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, you guys, I'm headed to now go to the post office box to drop off the free giveaway for the silver that Russell won last night. And I have 4 more to give away. So you guys stay tuned. I'm not sure how I'm going to give those away. It was kind of fun doing it in the community page. So we'll see if we can come up with some fun ways. You guys have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.